everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches come their way. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the all-time leading passer in Vanderbilt history, the veteran quarterback. It's Jay Cutler.
11 previous seasons in the NFL, just one playoff appearance despite a right arm that is the envy of all quarterbacks in the league. I think this is an opportunity for him to rewrite his legacy. One more go in the NFL, and maybe people look at him in a different light.
What'd you say to scare him out of the booth and back onto the field? That's what I want to know.
I just told him it's a lot easier playing quarterback than being a broadcaster. For some reason, he bought it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A look now at the Miami offense.
I always find it interesting that when we have conversations about the best wide receivers in the NFL, it's not often that Jarvis Landry's name rolls out right in the first group. But when you evaluate what he does overall, his body of work, his ability to break down defenses once he catches the ball and gets downfield and people bounce off of him, then you realize he's one of the top guys out there.
Here we go now.
Play action. It's Cutler. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Cutler. And he's going to go down again. Ramon Humber in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Buffalo Bills off an impressive 34-14 win over Oakland in Week 8. And Tyrod Taylor completed 74% of his passes. And, yes, it was only for 6.1 yards per pop, but that's what he does. And Buffalo, Charles, 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2, and part of it is the mantra preached by their head coach, Sean McDermott, who made his bones as a defensive coordinator in the league. So he wants to have a defense that takes the ball away, but he really insists that his own offense protects the football. And they've had just 3 turnovers all year. They're plus 14 in turnover difference.
I've noticed you say mantra. I say mantra. Is it mantra?
Mantra, mantra, 220,
potato,
221.
potato.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Speaking of McCoy, he was very effective in the win for Buffalo last week, Charles. 27 times he toted the rock, 151 and a score.
Yeah, not bad. Also catches the ball, as we well know. Had 6 catches, right? 22 yards out of that one. So when you look at him in total, right, nearly half of his team's total offensive output is attributable to him. So let's face it, he's a workhorse, right? He would not be racing in any stakes races. He would be in only Triple Crown events.
And they're not going to get a playoff here as time will expire on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now, Taylor on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll bring up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
third down. Taylor. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And before Miami takes over again here on offense, they didn't score any points against the Ravens last week. Traded away Jay Ajayi on Halloween. What's your assessment of what's going on there offensively?
Overall record, better than how they've played. And Adam Gase, I think, nailed it when he said we've got to stop trying to hit home runs all the time. And what he means by that is every play is not actually designed to go to the house. Sometimes a 5-yard pass is a 5-yard pass. Take it and keep moving. Instead of taking the 5-yard pass, dancing around, losing yardage, trying to shake people free. And instead of a 5-yard gain, it becomes a 1 or a negative yard play. So that's what he wants. When you're running the football, press the run and get what you can. And occasionally you'll break out and hit a home run. That's what he's seeking from his team.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, Cutler. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now Cutler on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Bills and the Dolphins have very low rushing totals. It has not been an effective part of either team's game plan, and you wonder if either side will give a more concerted effort to run it in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, Taylor hooks up with his veteran tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. Score stays the same, though, as they miss the field goal. We move late into the second. Landry's by himself here, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Orchard Park for the second half.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Just a lone field goal in that first half. Will the offenses show up? That's now the question. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 22-yard line.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Daminous. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Gets past one man. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. But
still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
So the Bills getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll look to throw. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Throwing now is Taylor. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Taylor to throw. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Taylor. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Oh, he held it a long time, and we know he's got to get rid of it. But mobile quarterbacks give up a lot of sacks because they never give up on a play.
And remember, last year Taylor gave up more sacks than any other QB in the league, 42 of them. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. A pressure spot now for a guy who's been here before, and that's Stephen Hauschka. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Jakeem Grant now to return. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw in overtime now for Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Colton Schmidt now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Come the Dolphins now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. And tough starting field position here. First throw in overtime now for Cutler. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Here's Cutler. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of